Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. We are back for another review of the challenge Spies, Lies, and Allies. I do think that this episode did kind of bring me back to like the challenge of old. I loved the daily challenge. I thought it was so good, like compared to, and not so good, but like compared to, the challenges they've been doing. This reminded me of like the old challenges.
All right. I
Like,
forgot
yeah.
what the daily was for a second. I was like, what was the daily?
So we get back from elimination after Priscilla made the big moves and Priscilla stole Josh from Amanda, and Jeremiah is now partnered with Tori, and everybody's talking about that, giving her props, and Josh is a little bit worried because he's like, because Priscilla made this big move, will people start gunning for them? But I really don't even really think even Josh have had anything to worry about really, because he has numbers really on most sides of the house. So if it's being thrown in with him, I couldn't imagine that they would throw him in with her, but I would see him worried about her like getting picked for the agency pick. But I don't think they would pick him as a house vote ever.
Yeah, that's the thing I was thinking of. Like, you knew, like, Josh, you knew you wasn't gonna be a house vote.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you knew you wasn't gonna get chose for elimination. So, like, you knew you were sitting pretty. So, but yeah, I think this episode did a really good job. And like the first one, like you said, it took me back to the original challenge of where we just sit in the house for a minute. Like the first half of the episode, a good 30 minutes, we was just in the house. They really laid out the politics. They laid out who numbers what who. We got to see everybody kind of like their mind space and everything.
Just like previous seasons, I think that Corey is usually his own downfall. Like, he talks too much. Like, when you have a plan, keep your plan close to your chest, close to your vest, whatever the phrase is. Like, he let people know he got a plan. You know what I mean? Like, and it's always to his detriment. This episode reminded me of when Corey was a real rookie and he came in immediately and was like, I'm going for the vets. And it's like, why did you need to let them know that? That was weird. So now we going for you. So when he comes in after elimination this episode and he tells Josh, like, yeah, I knew Priscilla was gonna pick you, and I knew that Jeremiah was gonna pick Tori. It's like, why do they need to know that you knew that? Even if they told you right before, like, oh, you wasn't no pre-planning, that's still something you should keep to yourself, because I know they didn't tell anybody else, but they told you, which lets me know they feel comfortable with you. So he's always showing people his plans, and then it's always kind of like, I don't understand why everybody treat me this way.
Like, you can't talk to nobody in these houses anymore, because as soon as you talk to like a rookie, you're on the outs with the vets. Because the same thing happened with Big T. Like, as soon as she started talking to rookies, oh, we need to get Big T out. We can't trust her. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want me to do? I'm just not about to sit in.
Well, I think because now everybody is more on a. I think when it was challenged back in the day, it was understood the rookies are leaving. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to really do much. The rookies are definitely leaving. But now you have strong rookies that even if you threw them in, they can still come back. And if they caught on to your plan, it could be trouble. Back in the day, it wasn't really what we doing. So even in this season, it's similar, but the rookies had a real chance. And I think it's a little bit different only because circumstances have changed. Let's get to the daily challenge. The daily challenge, do you know what it was called?
No, I do not.
I'm gonna call it grab a ball mud pit. I don't know what it's called, but the premise of the challenge, it was played in rounds, we know. And with this challenge, first of all, CT is making sure that he is in the middle of the pack and everything, because I was like, okay, CT about to knock some people out and get these balls. He was just kind of just like strolling in there. We barely even saw him. So they retrieve their bombs, and then the specific color of the ball. And once you get 4 balls in your basket or whatever they're calling it, then you have to go back for a silver ball. And once you get the silver ball in, then you move on to the next round. So I think the first round went fairly easy, especially the first couple balls. But once they got to the silver ball, it was a limited number, so people were fighting over those. But when we get to the final round, to actually like decide the winner. Nelson,
Logan and
Logan.
Nani, Ed and Ashley and Nelson and Big T. By
Okay.
the way, Big T, she did what she had to do because yeah, y'all was sleep. Y'all was sleep on her. So yeah, I just want
Yeah,
to
because
say
they were so worried about going after each other. And Big T came in there like a sleeper agent and she grabbed the ball and she was out of there. Um, with the guys though, with that one battle where Corey grabbed Josh, I agree with Corey that what he said on Aftermath. Like Josh, just expect him to give it to him. Like
yeah,
you expect like you to me to let you take it and me not take it. So like he said, me and you might be up for the chopping block. So that doesn't mean I should give it to you. And also
yeah,
he's like, you threw it to Jeremiah, which lets me know you're working for the rookies. But you didn't have no problem with them throwing it to Ed or Logan or whatever. It just has to do with the rookie that benefits you. And so Jeremiah does not benefit Josh or most of those vets. He doesn't benefit them. So they're like, you're working with the rookies, you're working with Jeremiah, but you all are working with Ed. But because Ed is more so
a
for the
vet.
vets,
Yeah,
yeah, he's for the vets. He's a rookie they are using to do what they want to do. It's okay. But because it's Jeremiah who is not working for most of the vets, they're like, they're against it. So they let things slide, or uh it's a conditional anger at people when it has to do with different things if it don't benefit their game.
because like you said, Corey was right. It's like it's either me or you. I'm not gonna throw it to me or whatever. It's like, why would I throw it? Well, I'm gonna not throw it to me, but why wouldn't I do what's beneficial to me? And even like Logan said, Jeremiah wasn't the best person, but still, I need to get the ball out of my hand or your hand. So why not throw it to the next person that I know I can trust compared to Kyle, you, or as in Josh, and I think it was like CT or somebody.
Yeah.
Why would I throw it to one of them? Like I know it's not going to be beneficial for me, so let me pass the ball there. At the end of the day, none of y'all got it, and Jeremiah didn't even get it. So it was like it was a moot point at that point. It was like you
Yeah.
did all this huffing and puffing, and still we both out.
But the overall winner out of this daily challenge was who?
Nani and Logan, which was weird.
Nani. I think like that's a safe team to win. You know what I mean? They
And like
don't.
Nani said, they literally was getting help in all directions. Like she said, Josh was throwing her balls, KC was throwing her balls, and Manuel throwing her balls. Like they was literally getting help in all directions. So it was like they really didn't have. They was sitting pretty.
We get to elimination, and it's really just a discussion about why Corey think Ashley team should go in and why Ashley team think Corey should go in, and that is really the only two contenders at this point. And Priscilla is not even on the table. I was like, get pretty baby, don't say nothing. Don't
Yeah,
say nothing.
deliberation was interesting because I feel like they both of them made valid points, but Corey made more valid points. Not even like valid, but before we talk about deliberation, I just want to go backtrack to Amber real quick and how she kept throwing that champ word out there, like I was telling you she was doing.
Oh,
Like
Amber,
she
yeah.
kept saying, "Oh, I'm a champ. They hate champs." Like, baby, you got one championship belt that a CT carried you through. Like, don't do that. We don't like that. Like, you're not. Even Corey said in the aftermath, you're not a real vet. So it's like, baby, stop it. But yeah, but I just feel like Ashley, like Corey said, Ashley plays with her emotions. She do it every time, and it's
But
like,
I don't appreciate Corey and Nelson during that discussion. Frank, for first of all, Corey and Nelson irritated me the whole time because I agree with everything Ashley was saying. They always want to call her a snake every season. They're like, you're a snake, you're a snake. Who did I snake? They can never name anybody besides Hunter. And to me personally, Hunter got exactly what he deserved. He slut shamed her. He did everything. Do you think I was giving you money? No, baby, no. That's your karma. So Hunter got what he deserved. And there's no one else that Ashley has ever snaked. And when she said it, Corey was silent because it ain't nobody else. And I don't appreciate Nelson bringing that up at all because
yeah.
last year during the dang on reunion, they had squashed it. He said he wouldn't ever bring it up again because it wasn't facts. And he brings it up again. They have no basis. Ashley has a reputation for this because you keep saying it. He's like every
Yeah,
season.
but at the same time, but Ashley was saying that Corey, like Corey said, you're targeting my character. Like he said, in these games, I never play a snakish game. Like I don't make deals. I don't
Corey,
backstab people. Yeah, Corey.
but Ashley don't backstab people either. Her team has always been Amanda. She has never backstabbed her team. Anybody
Well, I'm
else?
not saying she's a backstabber, but she is very calculated in what she do, and she stirs the pot. Like the whole Turbo and Jordan. Ashley went in that room and told Jordan Turbo was talking about him, or vice versa. Whoever was talking about who. Ashley started that.
Corey do the same thing. He just did it this season with Josh. Corey
But I'm
is
saying that was like the one time he did that.
No, Corey is the same. So
I'm not
they
taking
are
up for
both.
Corey, but I'm just saying.
I don't think he any better at not playing a calculated game than Ashley. Ashley is not a snake. Everybody know exactly who her alliance is. It's Amanda. You can't name anybody else that's her alliance because there's no one else that's her alliance. And the one person who it is, she always keeps her promise to them and don't be going behind her back. So I don't agree with that view of Ashley. Like I think she is intimidating to them and they want to get her out. And it's the only defense they got is that she's a snake. And I love CT. I always want CT to win. But when all these decisions, a lot of this stuff be happening, CT be snaking people all the time. That ain't his reputation. CT don't never have a reputation of being a snake, and he be snaking people every season. So and they don't call him a snake. And I'm not even, this is not bad against CT because I love him and I'd be happy when he do whatever he do. So I'm just saying, they put this on this woman who just be fighting for her life. And they brought random personal stuff in it.
Nelson did the most for that. Like,
yeah, they brought that personal stuff in it that you wouldn't even know unless you were my friend. So why are you even mentioning it? Like those rookies in that room don't even know what you're talking about. Like, leave it alone. And I was like, why are you even mentioning that? Whatever. But overall, after all this is said and done, just like Devin said, they talk about all this personal stuff, whatever. I felt like they wasted their whole 20 minutes talking about this, which showed that everybody already knew who their mom was going to be on, because once it was all said and done, Corey and Bettina was the house vote. After deliberation, a couple of the vets are on the balcony talking, and Kyle talks about like, yeah, Ashley is crazy, like she's snaky or something. And Corey's like, Kyle, shut up. Like, shut up, because I know you voted for me. And Kyle's like, shut up, man, Corey, shut up, man. And I'm like, Kyle, I know everybody know you voted for Corey, because there's one thing Kyle is going to do, is going to go with the house. Kyle is not going against the grain, you know what I mean? So I like when Corey was like, Kyle, please. I was like, exactly. Like, ain't no reason to lie. They know you. They don't know you for what, 6 years at this point, something like that.
Get rid of the champ. It's always get rid of the champs. Like, why are y'all not getting rid of these strong people? Who cares if they like get taken out or whatever? I'm pretty sure that challenge CT could have lost for all we know. He's a big guy with Emmy who's like very emotional. So they could have easily lost that. Ashley, again, very emotional. And who was our partner? Jeremiah, right?
No, Ed.
Ed. They two different heights. So that again probably would have, like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know.
So we get to elimination, and this was a different type of elimination. I mean, it was cool. It was cool. Whatever. So the house vote, Corey and Bettina come down to the turf, whatever it's called now. And then when they're going to call the girl and the guy to be picked for the agency vote, they both agreed, and Nani and Logan picked for the woman. They picked Amber, which I think I was a little bit surprised they picked Amber.
No, they said they was.
Yeah, I wonder why they just didn't pick Priscilla, but whatever.
Because Nani said again, went for a champ. Like she said in the aftermath, she was like, either way it goes, she's like, I was leaning towards Ashley, but either way it goes, Amber B is a champ. She beat me last year. Either way it goes, one of them leaving. So baby, y'all choose, cause
whoever. Exactly.
yeah.
Okay. And the guy that they picked to go with Amber was Jeremiah. Logan says because they are, because they're a couple, they together, whatever. And Jeremiah is a rookie, so it's no real sweat off their back to pick him. It doesn't hurt anybody really, besides probably Corey's game, so they don't care. So it is going to be Corey and Bettina versus Amber B and Jeremiah, and they have to go up top of this like platform that's in the air, and it's a skinny beam. Each team has to walk across a skinny beam, and on the other side put together a puzzle. All the pieces of the picture are in bars that they have to carry across the beam with them, and the trick is trying to get across the beam without falling off the pole. It looks like this pole was very unsturdy, like it was wobbling, and so I don't even think it was like a flat pole. You know what I mean? Like it looked like it was
triangle.
Yeah, it was a curve, so they couldn't really just walk across it because there was nothing really to put their feet on. So so they had to like kind of hold each other on both sides, and they're different, like you said, different heights, different weights. So it proved to be difficult. And at one point, what's their name? Jeremiah and Amber got the hang of it by Jeremiah holding on to Amber while she kind of squatted down and crab walked across the pole, and he held her up and walked across with her. And they did that for a while, and they was doing pretty good because Corey and Bettina kept falling. They couldn't get it together. What you think about this elimination?
This was probably one of the better eliminations because it was this elimination and the one with Berna and Tasha. Like eliminations where I don't know what's going on. Like I was really like,
I was for sure that Amber and Jeremiah was going to win, and they probably would have if it was like 2 or 3 cross runs that their pieces fell off their hands, and if they would not have dropped those pieces those couple of times because they had almost made it across, and it seemed like they almost had all of their things, but then like 2 pieces fell, which means they got to do a whole nother run, and they're losing their strength. So I think they could have won if they would have just got that system together. But Corey and
I was gonna say, and then everybody knew the way that Ashley was doing it in Jeremiah that they wasn't gonna like that stuff take a toll on you because he's bending over, she's squatting and trying to, like he said, crab walk across the thing.
Yeah, he was.
So, and Corey and Bettina tried that and was like, yeah, this is not it. And they finally found the groove by just 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and make their way across. Like not putting that much stress on their back and stuff. And like I said, I'm here for Corey and Bettina. I'm here for
Corey and Bettina came up from behind. They were severely like behind Jeremiah and Amber B, but they came through on that last leg, and Amber B and Jeremiah had took a break to catch their breath because they was really tired, and Corey and Bettina came through and scooped up the win and won and sent Amber B and Jeremiah packing. So, Amber B is finally out of the game. I'm sure those women are happy. They act like they hate her. So they are happy. But Corey, now they have shown their cards that they are against Corey. So now I really have no reason to work with you guys. Vet alliance is off. That's what I would feel like. Vet alliance is off. Ricky's a symbol. I am your leader.
Let me show y'all how to play the game for real.
Exactly. Let me show you what they about to do. They about to do this. They about to do that. Because if that's the case, he got, I would say him, Nelson. But the problem is that some of the rookies are not aware. So Corey could have a case if Emmanuel and Logan and Ed were not stuck on the vets like they are. But because they are, he's not going to have a case because they're not going to join his forces or whatever. You know what I mean? So he would only have Nelson and Bettina and Priscilla, really. But after the elimination, Corey and Bettina won. And they are, they had talked about it before. If we go in and we win, Bettina says she's going to pick CT as her new partner, and Corey says he's going to pick KC. Yeah, Corey says he's going to pick KC. So they are ready to say they picks. They're like, let's go, TJ. I'm ready to say my who I want for my partner. And TJ tells them, congratulations, go and join the group. And everybody's looking around like, what? You need to pick partners.
Corey face crack was like the most funniest thing because he looking over his shoulder, ready to pick. TJ like, okay, go back. He what? Everybody not even was like, what? Like
exactly.
What you mean?
They were so ready. I kind of feel a little bit. I would feel a little bit cheated and everything if I was them. It is kind of unfair, but he tells them, go rejoin the group, and everybody, all the competitors are so confused. Like, what do you mean rejoin the group? Because at this point, Tori doesn't have a partner, and Josh doesn't have a partner. No, not Josh. Who was Amber B's partner?
No, she was partnered with Devin. Still, was she still partnered with Devin?
I don't know who her partner was.
I think it was Devin.
Okay, whoever Amber B's partner doesn't have a partner. So everybody's confused about what to do, or not what to do, what's going to happen. And so then the episode ends with that. No one has chosen a new partner, and two people are partnerless. So from the previews and just guessing, it seems like maybe it's going to either be a purge next episode, or it's going to change into an individual game, which I would definitely like that more than a purge. I would prefer an individual game more than I would prefer a purge.
Yeah, because if it's individual, we really can see these colors fly. Definitely when it comes down to these house votes, because y'all can't just be vote. But I feel like even if they do individual, they're still going to sacrifice the rookies.
Yeah, but if we play an individual, like let's say if they was playing individual and you trying to sacrifice a rookie, Kels would have more of a chance to win. Michaela would have more of a chance to win. So you play an individual now. Corey has more of a chance to win. Logan is gonna have an agenda for the vets, and so will Emmanuel. But I mean, for their overall goal to probably throw in Emmanuel, he can probably win and beat them in a daily. So they might not be able to send him in. So yeah, I would definitely prefer individual challenge more than the purge.
I need to see some of this strategy because, like, I feel like again, Bettina. I feel like out of the rookies, Bettina, Priscilla, and me is the way they're gonna like. That's the pecking order. And out of the guys, it's really just Ed and Emmanuel. Well, Ed, Logan, and Emmanuel. So
wait to be kicked off.
Yeah.
Oh,
because Ed is like the bottom of like the rookie guys totem pole.
Yeah, now that Jeremiah's going, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
We'll see.
So
who you think is next? Who you think is getting the boot?
Well, I think maybe Ed, but if they still doing guy girl eliminations, you know what I mean? That's another thing. I wish they would change it back to old school, like girls leave this week, guys leave this week. I like that better. But if they still doing guy girl eliminations, I think maybe Ashley's time is coming up, just because I feel like she has a lot of people against her as well. And Ed might be coming up soon. Corey might be coming up soon. Only people I think are just really, really safe and nobody is thinking about them is Josh, Devin, Kyle, really.
Yeah.
And Nani. Josh, Devin, Kyle, and Nani. Those are people no one is really thinking about. People will think about Josh later when the guys throw him in. But right now, nobody is really thinking about him.
I think Nani, Casey, Amanda, I don't really see it, but I think Nani, Casey going to the final for sure. Tori, Nani, Casey, Tori are going to the final for sure, in my head at least.
But thanks, guys, for watching our video and watching our review and supporting us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below, and we will see you on our next video. Peace.